Value engineering is a process that has been developed to give you best value for a project or a product or a process.
Essentially, it focuses on the concept of function. So rather than thinking about what things are, we look at what things do.
So instead of looking at the problem as it's presented, which may be an existing building or an existing product, you redefine the problem in terms of functions, an active verb and a measurable noun.
If we can't break something down into those components, we tend to get confused or misled by the technical complexity of things. So if we were to look at, well, what's the function of a multimedia projector, for example? Really, if I were to describe that in a verb and a noun, it's to project image. It just projects an image, that's all it does. But it does so much more. It's full of buttons and all kinds of different components. It's got a fan in it. It's got all kinds of things. And the functions of those things are what we want to focus on. So what those things do rather than what they are. For instance, the function of a fan in a projector is really to reject heat. Is that something the customer wants to pay for? They really just want to project the image. So there's all these other secondary functions that go in to support how the basic function's being delivered. And that's where the opportunity is to find ways to deliver the basic functions in a more efficient and effective manner that eliminates or minimizes those supporting functions.
That's the great success. That's why the results can be phenomenal. And it really takes advantages of particular strengths that we have as humans to be creative. And it puts it into a formalized process that always gives us great results.
Value engineering came out of General Electric in the 40s, and it was really a response to the shortage of supplies and materials during the war effort.
There was a new engineer hired, his name was Larry Miles at General Electric, and his boss, Harry Ehrlicher, said to Larry Miles that we had to have a solution for this. And they talked about it and came up with this statement: if I can't get the product, I've got to get the function.
Once he understood the why, what it was going to be used for, he was able to generally identify alternative sources or different types of materials that would provide the same function. And out of that exercise, through necessity, he realized that oftentimes he was able to not only identify adequate substitutes, but also identify substitutes that cost less and actually work better.
It became the basis for what General Electric called value analysis, and then was later renamed by our federal government to the term value engineering. So where do I use value engineering? Really across the board, from one-time projects like transportation or buildings to repetitive projects that are bought by the government, but also products. It's interesting because it's really bringing a team of people together to look at a project, and you get different ideas and a change in perspective. And oftentimes those different ideas are extremely valuable.
The value methodology is just an excellent tool for aligning stakeholders in these large projects in a way that allows us to make decisions and get clarity on what's important and what's not, and focus the decision making based on value rather than other things that aren't important.
And if it's a major project that costs multi-millions of dollars, it makes sense to bring a group of people together and have them look at it professionally and give a professional opinion on it.
SAVE International is the preeminent organization in the world that's focused on value engineering. SAVE establishes standards for practice and provides educational training. It provides really a forum for practitioners and organizations that engage in value engineering activities to exchange information, to share knowledge, and to find ways to advance the methodology and enhance the profession.
We're all working together here as a team, trying to come up with the best solution for the client. So we're an extension of your organization, and we want to work with you.
The greatest opportunity in having an organization join SAVE International is they will get a chance to see and share experiences with other organizations and to really enhance the effectiveness of their programs at the corporate level or organizational level.
From an organizational standpoint, it is an incredible team building experience. It truly helps your organization grow and become what I would call a learning organization. It builds the high performance team.